Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
The town of Flat Rock basically shut down from a Ford gas leak. Now the defenders have learned Ford is giving $1 million to clean up this situation.
I think it was tough for students last year with remote learning. Just wait till you hear how tough it was for parents. They are excited that school is back in session.
They are, but we begin with a weather alert. We're watching storms headed for Metro Detroit in the next hour that could be severe. The city of Detroit says now is the time to check your drains and clear your basement floors.
Yeah, Andrew's batting lead off for us tonight. And how serious is the threat of flooding tonight, Andrew?
Well, the possibility of flooding is there because as much as a ½ inch to an inch and a half of rain is possible with these storms. Some excellent advice there. Don't be surprised by power outages. So now is the time to prepare. Make sure your mobile devices are fully charged. Make sure you have fresh batteries for your weather radios and your flashlights. We have a severe thunderstorm watch for Detroit and all of southeast Michigan until 11 o'clock. As you can see, most of the storm activity is not here yet. But take a look up here in the thumb. Always got you covered up north. Sanilac County, while this thunderstorm here is not resulting in a severe thunderstorm warning, you're still getting heavy downpours, over 150 lightning strikes just as in this one view alone. And we've also seen the signature of at least some small to medium-sized hail that has fallen. And take a look at how high these thunderstorms are getting in the atmosphere. When you have heights of 10,000 feet or more, which you're seeing with these heavy showers right here, that means some very vigorous and nasty weather taking place right now. That's true also just to our west. And this batch right here, the southern edge of this line from Kalamazoo down through northern Indiana, northern Illinois, that is on the way for us as we go over the next few hours. For now, we have temperatures in the 80s and no rain is here yet. But from now until about 5, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, strong to severe storms are possible. Since it's already 5 o'clock, between now and 9 p.m., those are the times to watch for. Afterward, those storms, that rain, it starts to exit. We'll go over this timeline once again, give you your full weather forecast over the next 7 days coming up.
Hey, Andrew, thank you. And in fact, the storms have already hit parts of the state. This is a picture from Midland where you see their quarter-sized hail fell there.
Yeah, and if you haven't tried the Forecasters app, tonight is a perfect opportunity. You can watch Storm Tracker 4 in real time and get alerts when there is a risk of flooding, of rain or lightning in your exact location. Our other top story, families wanting more answers on the impact of the gas leak in Flat Rock. 1,100
homes are now in the area of concern, and people living there are being asked to leave. Local 4 defender Sean Lay spent the day talking to people who are frustrated by a recent lack of communication. Sean.
Kimberly, you're exactly right. Let's also get to the new information the Local 4 defenders are finding out tonight here at 5 o'clock. Ford in a meeting this morning revealing more information about its gas line leak. About 1,000 to 3,000 gallons of fuel went into the sewer system here in Flat Rock. Some of those fumes then went into homes. A big meeting earlier today. I'm told key questions by some Wayne County officials went unanswered by Ford. Families evacuating, about 600 right now. Some not getting vouchers to help with food and hotels. They're over at the Flat Rock High School right now trying to get those vouchers. One mom here says she had horrible headaches last week, and right now she's packing the family up to leave.
What happened? First of all, what was the cause of the issue? What caused it to go unnoticed for however many days?
The last thing Lauren Teasdale wants to do tonight is pack up for her 2 kids and husband and make their way to a motel downriver in just a few hours. But she could not ignore her pounding headaches last week.
The 28th, I had the worst headache that I'd had in such a long time, and I don't really get headaches all that often. And then it just started, and it was just horrible. And then Sunday, it was still really bad.
Were those headaches from toxic fumes found in homes in areas of Flat Rock? The fumes are from a gasoline leak from the Ford Flat Rock assembly plant. In that gas, the toxic carcinogen benzene. Lauren and her husband have asked for the air quality in their home to be tested.
We were told specifically it's going to be a while. We were given no timeline, just it's going to be a while. They still hadn't had the instruments to measure it at that time, so they're just scrambling. It's still scary. It's scary for my family. It's scary for my kids.
What Lauren is talking about there is having her home tested by EPA or state officials here for air quality, but they're being told that a key piece of equipment from the EPA is on its way in to speed up the process of testing air quality inside the homes. Kimberly, before we go, we have discovered that benzene levels being tested all week long now in the Flat Rock area are in the acceptable range. That's the good news. Live at 6 o'clock, however, one county official says he asked direct questions of Ford about how this cannot happen again. He said he did not get the answers he was looking for. More on that at 6. Back to you.
Certainly so frustrating. Okay, Sean, we'll see you at 6. A home in Inkster is destroyed in what appears to be an explosion.
You can see the debris scattered here across the lawn on Hickory near Inkster Road. The fire department says the call came in as a house explosion, but the cause is still being investigated. Firefighters say a woman in her 60s with disabilities was inside. She is expected to be okay. Neighbors say the woman smelled gas a couple of weeks ago and called DTE.
They came out, they did a little assessment, and they didn't find anything. So I'm just hoping that people will look a little harder and a little closer at Inkster when we complain about problems we're having.
Neighbors also say they're frustrated that crews have not come out to fix down power lines and fire hydrants.
All right, now to a glimpse at the coronavirus impact over the Labor Day weekend. Michigan is reporting 6,313 new cases over the past 4 days. That's an average of 1,578 cases per day. And sadly, we've lost another 29 lives. The day after Labor Day marks the return of school for many districts across Metro Detroit. In the Detroit Public Schools Community District, about 50,000 students are returning to full in-person learning. Paula Tutman was at Cass Tech today, where many parents say they really need the district's COVID protocols to work.
You bet it was tough for students last year, learning remotely, rebuilding that entire education wheel. Now you can also imagine what it was like for their parents.
It was absolutely horrible. It was so much harder. I don't think we actually were prepared to do at home online. I don't think we were prepared at all. I think if anything, he's probably going to be held behind.
While children were excited to get back to school, it was hard to tell who was more excited, students or their parents.
It's kind of scary, and at the same time, it's okay, and I'm happy, but I hope she's happy, you know?
This could be the story anywhere, and the Detroit Public Schools Community District is no different, where juggling work and remote learning has been so difficult for parents for the last 18 months or so.
Working and coming home and not her not doing her homework, and then it was too much.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad last year. For virtual, it's pretty hectic.
And that's why they desperately need back to school learning to work.
See, I work nights. So then at the same time, I sleep during the day. If she's on it, do I have to pay attention to her? Did she do her lesson? It was rough.
DPSCD has 50,000 students enrolled, back to pre-COVID numbers. But with a 70% chronic truancy rate during remote learning, the key is making sure that these students actually show up for class.
There's still questions about kindergarten, first grade, and how many students will actually, enroll based on the numbers in the system, and looking at 8th grade to 9th grade, how many 9th graders will actually enroll. But based on the system, we'll be at pre-pandemic levels.
But the elephant in the room is the backdrop of a pandemic that continues to rage with a new variant in a city where barely a third of all eligible residents are even vaccinated.
I'm sickly. I got diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension. I have a lot of things going on with me. So it gets a little nervous at times.
It was just juggling everything at the same time. I take care of my mother who's disabled, so it was hard with having to make sure he was online at 8 in the morning. My daughter, she did a lot better than I expected, but it definitely was something that we weren't prepared at all.
And that's why it's so important to these parents that these COVID mitigation protocols actually work so that their children can remain in face-to-face, in-person learning. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
All right, Paula, thank you. President Biden in New York and New Jersey today for a firsthand look at what's left of Ida. The president is addressing climate change and infrastructure as he promises help for thousands of storm victims in the Northeast and the South who are still cleaning up and doing it without power. Here's Alice Barr with more.
Jason, the Biden White House is asking Congress for billions of dollars in disaster recovery money, with thousands of storm survivors from the Gulf Coast to the Northeast desperate for help.
President Biden today surveying the devastation in New York and New Jersey from the powerful remnants of Hurricane Ida.
The losses that we witnessed today are profound.
Tornadoes and catastrophic flooding ravaged the Northeast, killing at least 51 people, including 3 in this flooded New York basement. New video from the NYPD shows officers frantically trying to reach the family. In New Jersey, floodwaters collapsed a basement wall, trapping 2 family members who did make it out alive. Across the region, survivors pleading for help to recover.
Tell President Biden to get his checkbook out. I have a pen if he needs one. We need money.
The president vowing support for every storm victim.
And we're going to make sure the relief is equitable so that those hardest hit get what they need.
He's also looking ahead, making the case for a massive infrastructure overhaul that can withstand more extreme weather events in a changing climate.
Whatever damage done in New Jersey, you can't build back and restore what it was before, because another tornado, another 10 inches of rain is going to produce the same kind of results.
In Louisiana, where Ida first made landfall, the government is working with power companies with hundreds of thousands still in the dark. Food, gas, and patience are in short supply. Desperation growing as the storm's total death toll from the Gulf Coast to the Northeast soars past 60.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has set a deadline near the end of this month to vote on the bipartisan infrastructure bill President Biden has been pushing. Progressives are threatening to reject it if they don't get trillions more to invest in the nation's social safety net. In Washington, Alice Barr, Local 4.
All right, we have a lot more to get to here on a Tuesday.
That we do, starting with Sandra Ali. She's kicking off our week-long coverage of the Michiganders lost on 9/11.
He was a devoted son, a best friend, a brother.
It's terrible, terrible personal loss and terrible loss for the country.
Killed while working in the World Trade Center on 9/11. I'm Sandra Ali. It's one of the darkest days in American history. As we get ready to mark the 20-year anniversary of the September 11th attacks, one local victim's family opens up about how they're honoring his legacy.
Josh is with me always.
Join us coming up at 5.
And it's been 5 years since this massive sinkhole opened up in Macomb County, and now there's a new plan to make sure it never happens again. Doc.
What's going around is back. Yes, COVID is still here, but there are other illnesses on the rise too. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, we'll take a special look at what's going around in kids. It's a back to school edition to help your family be prepared.